Welcome to Chaotic Reunion. In this somber feeling in a hospital full of sick people. The music's nice though. Yeah, the music is great if you ignore the whispers of dying people. Welcome back to The Witcher. In the last episode, we came over here to the hospital, fought off some of Rams meets thugs who wanted to stop us, I suppose, or kill the Salamandra prisoner that we interrogated. We also kind of explored, looked at our journal, got really confused, and in general, kind of just walked all over the place. In this episode, we're going to do exactly that. We're going to get lost, we're going to look around, we're going to talk to some people, and I think the first thing we should do is go visit Shani at her house, which, if... you know what? Let's test myself a little bit. Let's see if we can find her house without the map, which actually it's pretty easy because it's not that far. All right.
I'm getting out of here.
You don't seem to be getting out of here very far, Mr. Dwarf. Mr. Dwarf. No, I haven't missed it yet. No, nope. I believe we don't move any faster with our sword out, despite the feeling. And Geralt always decides what speed he goes at on his own. Yeah, we're going right out here. See, I didn't get lost at all. Now, this is going to be fun.
Welcome! Make yourself at home.
No way. Really? Okay, let's just not anger her and go upstairs. Alright, story time. Anytime you come in here, she has a random encounter with you that could either lead from simply immediately getting out to asking you a question about herself, to asking a question about you, to asking why the hell you're here, and whatnot. 9 times out of 10, she'll kick you out. And then you get the lucky time when you come in here and she'll actually let you in. It's wonderful. It's great. It's random. It's stupid. I love it. And I just happened to walk in with no problems at all. It's amazing. Impossible. I'm going to talk to Shani now.
Finally, you found me.
Looks like it.
How'd you get past the old hag?
That nice lady downstairs?
She's made my life hell.
Old people are like that.
At least my rent is low. Doctors earn little in Temeria. Many leave.
You stayed.
Someone had to.
Anyway.
Yes?
Okay, I can rest. Shani, I wanted to ask you something. Both of these are... yeah.
Shani.
I wanted to talk.
What is it?
Sometimes I dream about the Battle of Brenna. The massacre.
I'm sorry.
But that's it. I'm not sorry. I wake up refreshed and it's like I'm used to suffering. Does that make sense?
It does.
Thanks. Sometimes it's good to share.
Don't mention it.
Don't lie back down. Shani. Get back up, I'm done talking to you.
Yes?
Shani, I wanted to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you saw Cohen shortly before he died.
That's right. How did you know?
I found his sword.
He died during the battle at Brenna, on my operating table.
You were a medic at Brenna?
I worked alongside a surgeon named Rusty, best doctor I ever knew.
Knew?
He died when the Catriona plague erupted, in Maribor. Though a halfling, he could operate like no one else. He made everything seem simple. Stitch red to red, yellow to yellow, white to white, and everything will be all right. You wouldn't understand.
Sorry, Shani, I didn't know him. Do you know anything about this sword?
No, but you should ask the dwarf, Zoltan Chive. His knowledge of weapons is unmatched.
Everyone just knows everyone. I should talk to Zoltan. He knows things about that. Shani, you okay? It's just how she sleeps. Hey, can I level? No, Misa has no stats. Alright. Old friend of mine. I think Shani owes me one. I should talk to Shani more often. Okay, so what if I talk to her again?
Yeah.
Shani.
I wanted to talk.
What is it?
Sometimes
No, she just kind of keeps on going. So I guess later on we can talk to her. What if I kind of just re-triggered the event, see if she'll continue to talk to me. Just to see real quick if this will lead anywhere. If not, then we'll just head off on our merry way.
Yes?
Shani.
I wanted to...
Sorry.
Doesn't look like it. But since it is nighttime anyway, I might as well go ahead and rest over here in this corner. She's just gonna look at me like, are you really? Really? Thought when you meant sleep, you'd sleep here. Nah, I'm just gonna sit on this bear rug. It's more comfortable, really. Alright. Hooray! It's daytime! And that means more people are up and about, which means we likely have a better chance of finding Zoltan somewhere around here. Now, question. Can I shove you?
I don't recall inviting you, but come in. I'm not entertaining anybody right now.
Entertaining?
It's my birthday. What have you brought? I was admiring those lovely golden gloves.
Oh. See what I mean now?
Get out! Stomping into my home like that?
But...
And that's about 9 times out of 10 what you're gonna see. Hopefully I didn't completely screw myself. Really, if it comes to giving her money or anything like that, it's most likely just your best idea to kind of leave and redo it just so that you're not losing money every time you come in there. But for now, I got lucky in my first attempt at the very least. Alright, I think Shani owes me one. What? So, well, the sewers are still. So, if we want to learn about the blade, we can go to Zoltan. So, he should be wandering around somewhere in this section.
The elves are worse.
Usually.
I despise those bastards since my daughter.
Yeah, he actually, if he's not around here, then the best chance he's going to be around here is either he likes to sleep at Vivaldi's, another dwarf, or he could be at the tavern here. So either way, we'll find him. And yeah, it looks like everyone's doing their own thing. I've already worked on your side quest, right?
Nice to see you.
Many girls like you working in Vizima?
Plenty, but I'm the prettiest.
No doubt.
Nice to see you.
Oh, I can play poker? No way! Oh, is she like a lower level? She might be, but I will never pass up an opportunity to play poker. I have an obsession, I'm sorry. Alright, let's do this. Alright, we got a pair of 4s. That's all I got. What are you getting? She has just one pair. She just has one, and it's a 6. Or, yeah, it's just a 6. So, she's going to keep with it because she thinks she's going to get something fantastic, which she may very well. But we'll flip those 3. And 3 of a kind. Can you beat a 3 of a kind, Carmen? Can you? Can you? Oh. She can. She can beat 3 of a kind with a 3 of a kind. Okay, I have another 3 of a kind. Awesome. That's a great way to start off. And she has 2 pair. So we're going to do that. And we're going to roll these 2. Hopefully that's not an instant loss. And 4 of a kind. Alright, you can't beat that. You can't. You don't know how. Your dice are stuck there. Look at that. It's just a mess of dice. Alright. Final round. Can we win? Just 1 pair. What does she have? Pair of 2s versus my pair of 3s. Alright, I'm winning, so I'm just gonna try and scare her. Doesn't look like it. Alright, we're gonna take these 3 and hope something great happens. And 3 of a kind is what I got. Which she very much has a chance of beating. Oh, she's going all out. Woo! Yeah, she was a useless little person to fight there. Whoops. Alright, so we gotta go find Zoltan. Zoltan! Zoltan! Where are you, buddy? My good old dwarf friend. There's a gambler, dude. Moonroom Boys. Have I been able to?
How are things go?
Can I play poker with you? Do you? Yeah, it looks like you're just kind of casual, so it would tell me who I can play against if I haven't played them already. Ramsmeat's not around. That's different. Okay. Well, he's not around, so that means he may actually be in his house. Why don't we go take a peek there? And this is how I pretty much play this game. I kind of have an objective in mind that I kind of go flying in every direction. Who just yoo-hooed at me? Was it at me? It may have actually been at me, but I don't know who it was, so I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear it.
Looks like I have to deal with these idiots.
Looking for something?
I'll be going.
Looking for something?
I'll be going.
Oh, I guess I don't get to go in there for now. So I'm not gonna. Alright. The next place to try and find Zoltan is going to be up in the Vivaldi's house, which is up north. And shouldn't be too terribly far. Oddly enough, as big as this place seems and kind of like samey, you kind of memorize the ways to go because it is a very familiar layout once you get used to it. Which you don't get from a lot of games nowadays with hub worlds, especially since they just seem to... Where is Zoltan? I can at least get the letter, right?
What brings you here?
Have you finished your answer to Yavin?
Yes, here it is. The elf will surely reward you.
Let's hope you're right.
Okay. Update worth its weight in gold. I must go to the swamps and give Yavin a reply. Okay, well, we'll be going back there eventually, I'm sure. Is there other things we could talk about, Mr. Dwarf?
I'm looking for the leader of a certain organization.
You suspect me because I'm a dwarf?
I have several suspects, not only dwarves.
What do you want?
I've got my eye on you.
Come back when you stop talking crap.
I want to discuss Salamandra.
Why?
The professor's bail money came from your bank.
You offend me deeply with this slander.
But
Generations of Vivaldis built this bank, and you suggest our gold serves criminals? Out!
I believe you. Why do you deal with the Scoia'tael?
I understand their cause, though I don't approve.
So why talk to them?
Cooperation is the only way of taking care of my interests.
And with humans?
Within the lore. If we've no faith in the lore, we've nothing. Now, goodbye.
I believe you. Nothing but a pile of suspicions. I have to assume you're clean for now.
You've rejected racial prejudice and realized the truth. When you discover the true culprit, you tell me. I'm curious who it is.
I had a suspicion it wasn't going to be Vivaldi anyway. But it's always good to chase leads anyway, since we're here anyway. You may be completely innocent, but I am going to take your chicken sandwich, Vivaldi. So, bye. Alright, so Zoltan is in neither of the two places I figured Zoltan would be. That's a problem if I'm looking specifically for Zoltan. So... Uh-oh. That's not... Zoltan! Zoltan! Here he is!
Yes?
What do you know about my silver sword?
What, me? A simple dwarf?
Shawnee insisted your knowledge of weapons is unequaled.
All right. Silver-plated blade. A steel core. Suited to a two-handed grip. Decent workmanship, not perfect. I don't know runes for shit.
Thanks.
No problem.
I don't know how this helped me at all, but okay.
Know anything about Vivaldi's bank?
Now it's only Vivaldi's by name.
How so?
New owners. Humans.
That explains a lot.
Really?
You're not gonna say anything about that, Geralt? Okay.
Got a minute?
What's eating you?
I warn you, some philosophy's involved.
The meaning of life, eh?
The evil that witchers fight stems from chaos, from actions aimed at disturbing order. For where evil spreads, order cannot be established. Instead of the light of wisdom, the glimmer of hope, and the glow of warmth, darkness ensues. And in darkness you find nothing but blood, fangs, and claws. Like in the outskirts.
Nicely put, but as young Cero said to King Verdank on their first date, does it have any practical uses?
The right of witchers to live and function in this world has fallen out of balance, because the struggle between good and evil now plays out on a different battlefield with different rules. Evil has ceased being chaotic. No longer a blind elemental power, evil follows rules according to the rights it's been granted. It functions in line with treaties.
That's progress. With more of us living longer, we can slaughter one another in the thousands. Progress is like a herd of pigs. The herd brings many benefits, but no one should wonder at all the shit.
Shit or no shit, witchers exist to slay monsters. How can I when the real monsters hide behind ideals, faith, or the law?
The biggest evil is moral relativity, which kills more than the Catriona plague and dragons combined. Witchers will always be needed, no matter where that pig herd leads us.
Thanks, Sultan.
The fact that that was gray tells me that I've seen that conversation before, but I have no problem seeing it again. So, because that's honestly one of my favorite conversations in the game, if only for the fact that, like, he suspects Geralt of being a relatively simple person, and then he starts spouting that kind of stuff, and you're like, he's not the average protagonist, which is kind of gushing and not gushing at the same time. Really, I'd recommend playing either A, playing the games yourself, seeing how you develop the story, but also B, reading the books. Because I'm trying to play the character relatively to that, though with some of my own twists, because I am who I am.
What brings you here?
Alright, let's see.
I've figured out Azar Javed's contacts.
Interesting.
Sorry I suspected you. I know you've lost control of your bank.
Kind to be so frank with a dwarf.
Anytime.
I have information about Javed that might be useful.
Even the smallest details sometimes are.
I saw his name in old files. He paid tuition at the sorcerer school in Barnard. He was expelled after taking an interest in dark magic. He stopped paying tuition, and that was the last trace of him in our system. You're dealing with a renegade, and a dangerous one at that.
We kind of already knew he was a dangerous one, but I earned Vivaldi's gratitude in getting a useful piece of information about Hazard Javed. So we know that he was paying tuition at a sorcerer's school. And I really didn't see much dark magic being used for him, but I think that'll come with time. So, now that we've proven Vivaldi's innocence, we've learned about our stuff. What is it? We learned about... shoot. We learned about our sword, and that's it. And we talked to Vivaldi and got his thing. So now we have a choice kind of on who we could talk to. I kind of want to say Ramsey's kind of impossible to talk to at the moment, as you saw. We'll probably have to wait till a decent time for him to actually be in there, because he's not classified as in there, otherwise we'd be allowed in. Alright. So why don't we go yell at Kalkstein and accuse him of random nonsense. That sounds appropriate, don't you think? Alright. To Kalkstein's house. Away! Hey, Kalkstein.
Finally, the Witcher Geralt answers my call.
We meet again.
I need your help again.
With what?
A grave matter. Something that could prove a milestone in alchemy. Connected to your profession, too.
Tell me more.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
I got distracted. Alright. First, let's yell at him and then leave and come back. Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to talk about the job. But
Let's talk about Salamandra. I think you're in league with them.
What, me? Why?
That's what I'd like to know.
What is it you're after?
Evidence indicates you're linked to the organization.
What evidence?
The wounded salamander mentioned you.
That's likely, since I hired him.
What for?
To help with my experiments. I had no idea he belonged to a secret organization.
I suppose he distilled the fifth essence and dusted the Philosopher's Stone?
He protected me from Salamandra and did other tasks. He risked his life for me, and your sarcasm will not change that. Get out of my sight, mutant.
I believe you. I don't know enough to decide. Let's drop the subject for now.
Right. We can't waste time. When you find that criminal, I'll gladly help. But now, back to work.
alright. Update suspect Galtine. I'll reopen the case when I find new evidence. Let's go ahead and talk to Galtine again.
You offended me, Witcher.
Oh, of course I did. Of course I have to leave and come back. Because why would I not have to leave and come back, right? That doesn't make any sense. At all. Gotta save every time I leave. Now we can go back inside and accept his quest. Excuse me, Kalkstein. Pardon me. Excuse me, buddy. Hello. Alright.
You had a job.
Help me fulfill my life's work. A tower stands in the forest swamp near Old Vizima.
A princess up top, dragon below? Thanks, but I'll pass.
Silence, please. Legend says a mage and alchemist built the tower. No princesses or dragons.
So what's my job?
The mage died ages ago, and the tower was forgotten. The power within it attracted and deformed nearby creatures.
In short, it breeds monsters?
Precisely. I want to examine that source, Witcher, and write a dissertation certain to immortalize my name. I'll have access to secrets that have been hidden away in that tower for years. Unfortunately, the tower is locked. I'll pay 1,000 orens to whoever helps me get inside.
I'll see what I can do, though I'm sure this won't be easy.
Were it easy, I'd not need you. Breaking into a powerful mage's lab is complicated. We must gather detailed information on the tower.
Where do I find it?
In the tales and legends recounted by elders and swamp folk. In old books, too. Recorded wisdom is infinitely more reliable.
Any specific titles in mind?
Ransant Alvaro's The Secret Gates, and an alchemy treatise, Ain Soph Hour. I know a certain dwarf had a copy of The Secret Gates. The second book, written by an anonymous gnome, was lost long ago, and could be hard to find. While you search for these, you can test my newest invention, a crystal that links places of power and my workshop. It will allow you to teleport, disintegrating your being into billions of pieces that travel beyond the time-space curve.
And then it'll reassemble my being in your lab? Sure about this?
There is some chance of error, but it's minuscule.
Oh, I hate teleporting. I have to find 2 books for Kalkstein. Of course I do. Alright, collecting more information for Kalkstein. What? Okay. Does that mean I have both of them?
About the tower.
Yes?
Where can I find information on the tower?
Books are the...
Anything else?
Listen to the swamp dwellers, too. Folk knowledge, myths, and legends are useful. Though oral histories can become distorted.
All right, I'll do that.
Alright, guess we're not getting one. I don't know which one I have, Ensof or the Secret Gates. Probably Ensof Hour, but yeah.
I'm here about the notice.
You have Al Ghul Marrow for me?
Not yet, but
Hurry, I need it.
Yeah, I figured I didn't have any. Alright. If it's a certain dwarf, why don't we go talk to our friend over there who talks about racial prejudice like all the time. All the time. Or it could be Zoltan, but I'm pretty sure Zoltan's not too fond of books. Let's talk to Vivaldi. He seems like he has plenty of time since this bank's been taken from him.
Get out!
What's going on?
We're arresting him for collaborating with terrorists.
Him? A Scoia'tael warrior?
His nephew was in the very unit the Order captured. The same unit that slaughtered villagers near Vizima.
No, it's a mistake. My nephew is young and foolish, not a murderer.
Was. He's hanging already. Before dying, he admitted contacting you. Glad we caught them before they managed that weapons shipment. Aaron, a true patriot, lost his life luring them into a trap. Gather your belongings, Vivaldi. You can grieve in the dungeon.
I wanted no part of the business between the Hawker and the Scoia'tael. The fools gave me no choice. Fearing the revenge of the Scoia'tael, Heron betrayed the whole unit. Probably thought he'd be safe, get a reward. The young non-humans will be carrion for ravens and crows. The only true victors in this conflict, for someone is sure to avenge the freedom fighters. Use their deaths, take just revenge for the cause. And the scavengers will be fat and sated. Ravens and crows.
Oh. Well, looks like things don't get to be exactly easy for me. I mean, when have they ever been? But I suppose we do kind of owe it to Vivaldi to break him out there, because as for one of the things that The Witcher does, yeah, a little bit clunky in my opinion for the first game, but it's a great concept nonetheless. Shawnee!
Come back later.
Okay, I will stand right here and await your return, my lovely Shawnee. I'm gonna go over to Vivaldi. But it does really well that consequences for your actions are not always apparent, and there's no right or really right or wrong answer. Only perspective and your choices and their consequences. And it's a really cool concept. I love getting to that. I love delving into webs of things where one choice can affect tons of others, and it's one of my favorite things for this series. It's grown into popularity for me, and then I've absolutely loved it, and I hope I can share that as we go along with the series.
What is it, Witcher?
Do I not talk to you? I'm gonna talk to Jethro then.
Can I talk to Vivaldi?
No chance. Anyone arrested for dealing with Scoia'tael is a political prisoner.
He's just an old dwarf.
Why are you standing up for him?
I need to talk to him.
Pay the 200 bail and I'll let him out. You can do whatever you want then.
Here's your coin.
Alright, now I can visit Vivaldi at his house and ask about the book for Kalkstein. Wonderful. Can I talk to you now?
What brings you here?
Do you have a copy of the Secret Gates?
I do, and what remains of my collection. It's yours if you want it.
How much?
You pulled me from prison. Take it as a gift.
I hope you recover your assets.
That bank has belonged to my family for ages, and now some human. You call this justice?
Goodbye.
Alright. Even though we're kind of the ones that put him into prison, he doesn't know that. So we're just kind of conveniently forget to talk about that. But I have... Oh, that's an Earth rune. Oh, is it up here? Secret Gates, and oh, I do have Ansof. Awesome. Okay. Old men say that long, long ago a mage lived in the swamp. This is really long, so I'm actually not going to read it, and instead I'm just going to do this. And you could totally read that if you would like to. Just pause, read it a little bit. I recommend reading all of these books because they're all really cool. Or play the game yourself and experience it that way. Alright. Sharing my information with Kalkstein could pay off. I agree, game. Let's go share this information with Kalkstein. That sounds appropriate. Very, very appropriate. It's a puppy! It's a guard! Not a puppy! Appropriate, I promise. Okay, and... So I wonder where I picked Enso Fara up. Jeez, I gotta go watch my own series, don't I? Just to see where I picked these things up. It's probably, honestly, from that antiquary trader up there, because that's where you get it normally, so I must have literally just picked it up on the way. Like, just kind of on my own. Alright, Cockstein, buddy. You're cracking your neck and staring at this... What even is that? Is that a pickle? Are you eating a pickle? Is it a pickle? It looks like a pickle. A pickle and cheese. And the cheese is not even on the... Cockstein, you're messy. And... Is that a potato? Or a giant cigar? Cockstein, how do you even reach some of this stuff?
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
About the tower.
Yes?
I have new information on the tower.
Tell me quickly.
Before this tower, the mage erected 2 others, but both collapsed. This one served as his house and lab.
I knew that. Anything more?
The mage lived there until he disappeared, most likely dead. He constructed clay golems that served him, but hardly seemed a major achievement.
That would agree with the legends of the Sentry.
There are 10 cornerstones involving the elements and threads of fate from which all this was born.
Sephiroth! So the old scrolls are true!
One book contained hints of the stone's whereabouts.
We must find all 10 Sephiroth. I own one of them, Chokmah, the Stone of Wisdom.
I suppose I'm to find the others?
Yes. Near the tower, you'll find a circle of stone obelisks. When you have all 10 Sephiroth, place them on the obelisks. Ah, so close. What a breakthrough. I'll abolish the theory of those stuffy professors in Oxenfort. I'll destroy them, smash them.
Kalkstein, don't get worked up until I find the stones, which won't be easy. The information in these books is murky at best.
Sorry, could you show me these books? I'll make notes for you.
Here.
There you are.
Alright. I need to find the 9 remaining Sephiroth and place them corresponding obelisks to the swap. Gathered 8. Alright, let's go ahead and take a peek at what I'm actually at. I have 3, so I need to find 7 more. Alright. So if I track it on my map, it wants me to head to St. Lebiotis Hospital, which I most certainly can do. However, I'm going to do that in the next episode. I have been Avi. I'm going to go in the basement and do this. I'm going to do my outro in peace, Cockstein. You jerk. Anyway, I've been Avi of Chaotic Reunion. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave a like down below. Leave a comment telling me how I could improve or what you particularly liked in the episode. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more updates in the future. I've been Avi of Chaotic Reunion, and I'll see you all in the next one.